let's hope that he can make a quick recovery. So let's now journey down to Kardinia Park. Geelong played host to Essendon. Remember, both sides coming off good wins last week and both determined to win today because a spot on the 5 was only a game away. At three-quarter time, Geelong led by just 10 points, 76 to 86, with the Bombers coming back with a 5-goal third quarter to trail 11-10 to Geelong's 13-8. So at three-quarter time, really anybody's game as we go to the start of the final quarter.
Final quarter from Kardinia Park. It's only 10 points the difference. It's been a crackerjack game all day, and the Cats stood in front, although Essendon did hit the lead during the third quarter. Ball knocked down to Bairstow, and he's kicked it 50 metres in the air and thumped away by Glenn Hawker. Down to the 50-metre defence line. Bairstow again crashes his way through the pack, shepherded by Turner. He centred the ball. Ablett in front. Merriweather behind. No mark, surely. Out to Keane. Keane, plenty of time to steady. Salmon. Buick. And that's Harvey. Now Danaher. Strangely, in a move made by Kevin Sheedy, Anthony Danaher taken off the ground. He's starting on the bench in this quarter after playing what I thought was a reasonably good third term. Here's Madden. Back it goes to Flanagan. And it comes to Russell from left half-back flank. Gets it up to Darcy. Darcy a little bit short of the centre wing position. Chance to put Geelong into attack. Kicked it right to Salmon. And that would be the exact position you wouldn't kick it to. Izzard. Well shepherded by Folds. A couple of bounces. A couple more perhaps. No, he decides to shoot just on the 50-metre line. And excellent defence down there by Yates to get it away from Madden. And the throw-in to take place next to the behind post.
A little bit of one-upmanship by coach Kevin Sheedy. Simon Madden on screen started on the interchange bench, was only there for a minute. David Flood raced on the ground and on came Madden. Flanagan over the back, Schulz. Watson running onto the ball. Deep in that left forward pocket goes Goldwood. Another point for the Bombers. Tim Watson
9 points the difference.
Come back into the game. 13-8-86.
That score slightly incorrect.
And Tim Darcy on screen to bring it back for Geelong.
13-8 to 11, whatever it is.
And he's posted it. Well, Tim Darcy made the mistake. It's come off all day. Darcy has looked for, on a number of occasions, at least 4 occasions, has found Hocking when kicking in. But it's over Hocking's head. We see here on replay, over the top of Hocking's head. And Buick read it just that little better, runs into an open goal. And the Bombers 3 points behind.
Yes, they've tried that tactic all day. It's probably worked for them about 6 or 7 times. On that occasion, it didn't work. And a goal to the Cats. Geelong 13-8-86. Essendon 12-11-83 at Kardinia Park. Nearly 3 minutes into the final term. It's a thriller before a capacity crowd as Stoneham takes the grab inside the square. Barry Stoneham, long way from goal, couldn't score. Ablett, well left.
I thought a mistake then by Robert Scott, letting the ball go over his head. It would have let O'Donnell mark it, but then O'Donnell decided to pull out. And Gary Ablett took the easiest of chess marks by himself. And now well within kicking distance. The umpire, as he moved to give an indication he has, and he's indicated 1 point to the Geelong full forward. So Gary Ablett has kicked 4-1. Out of wing. O'Donnell, the back pocket for Essendon, taking it around further at the outer flank. Russell in front should be paid the mark, but the umpire has picked it out. And Dwayne Russell, number 6, the big number 6, Geelong forward. 70 metres from goal, standing the mark, Danaher. Russell's gone short for Turner and has found him. Good kick, good lead and pass. And Michael Turner's proved a headache all day for Paul Hamilton in the forward pocket. He'll kick from the 55-metre mark, maybe the 50-metre line. And obviously fancies himself Michael Turner as he comes in. It's a high kick. It'll drop in the goal square. Pack underneath. And in front. Geelong
Stoneham.
And it's Stoneham, a big red-headed. I was a little bit confused and I thought it could have been Damien Burke back on the ground. But Barry Stoneham, a real workman at centre-half forward, has played an excellent game.
Yes, must agree, Don. He's been mobile, he's marked, he's hand-passed. He's been a fine contributor for Geelong this afternoon. If he can kick this, couldn't have come at a better time. 15 metres out, directly in front. Almost hit the sign on the red chickie grandstand, and a valuable goal for the home side. And that takes Geelong now on to 14-9, 93, Essendon 12-11, 83 on our Saturday night replay as we watch in replay the mark. Great grab by Stoneham, and he was able to convert.
A real finger tipper.
Stonham's second goal, and a real steadier for the Cats in the third quarter. Essendon picked about 3 goals in 9 minutes. They hit the front, and then on the latter part of the quarter, Geelong re-established the lead. They got their act back together very quickly. On Saturday night replay, just past the 5.5-minute mark into the final quarter. Madden gets it away from Flanagan. Chance for Harvey. He was just about tripped anyway, but no free kick. A long kick by the Essendon number 1 down towards Yates, doing battle with Salmon. Loose ball for Watson to pounce on, just about caught. Chance for O'Brien. He might get there first in front of Darcy, but it bounces the wrong way for him. And the throw in about 10 to 15 metres from the behind post. Essendon in attack.
Great strength by Tim Watson to break away.
And a chance for an Essendon goal. Never been more than a couple of goals between these sides all day. Flanagan knocks it down to Scott, but only a short kick. Fortunately for Geelong, Boss takes it back to Scott. Again, a short kick after that run. Bairstow in front, but loses out the folds. I don't know who that was intended for. Down goes Harvey. Speaking of redheads, here's Bruns inside the square. Spears the pass to Albert. Brilliant football.
Well, the passing by the Geelong team has been copybook stuff. Damien Drum early in the game in the first quarter set up a number of goals by tremendous passes. And that one there, again, a very high standard by Neville Bruns. A magnificent pass. 40-metre pass. Gary Ablett nearly directly in front. And nice looking kick off the boot. And it is Geelong's 15th goal.
O'Brien again tries to spin out, almost caught with the ball. That's not the siren, it's a train. Can be confusing late in the game here at Kardinia Park when they blow those whistles. We've seen crowds stream onto the ground here after that has happened. Now Madden's going to contest this one with Stoneham. Not a very good bounce. And it will be another one to take place on the Elders sign or edge of it.
A lot of players. It's reminiscent of the early 70s. So many players around that ball.
Be about 20, wouldn't there? All looking for the touch. Madden gets it. O'Donnell. Keane. Flanagan underneath it, every which way that way, but it falls into the arms of Christensen. Perhaps luckily for Geelong, Flanagan directing traffic like a policeman. And Christensen comes out towards centre wing, not well directed. In the battle of the redheads, Harvey comes out on top. Fans looking for a 50-metre penalty, but of course there was none. 20 kicks now to Mark Harvey. He kicked his boot as well. Does that count for 2? Perhaps not. Flanagan has done well since he came on with Burke on the bench. And this is, of course, Scott. Not a good kick. Stoneham racing for it with Walsh. Will he give it to Madden? No, I can do it myself. Thought about giving it to Anderson, and then almost gets caught by Scott, but it's out to Buick. Short of right half forward flank. Sullivan, oh, Mr. Sitter. Good tackle by Christensen to Denham, over the top of Keane to Boss. And Boss gets the Cats clear. Neville runs. Goes long. Beautiful kick. And that's all. What a mark.
He has got magnificent hands, Gary Ablett, and his leading has been sensational. Now he's right on the 50-metre line. He'll kick this from 55 metres out, and I wouldn't bet against him not kicking. It's a high ball.
Hit the post.
Hit the top of the post. What a magnificent kick. That literally hit the top of the post. We see here the mark. He got up and took a magnificent mark. Strong hands, Gary Ablett.
Well, they've still got Bruce Linden to come back. Where do they play Gary Ablett? Harvey to Hawker. Hawker up to the half-back line for Essendon. It's the skipper and he's found him. Up to the centre wing position. It's out of bounds in front of Sullivan. And Denneman, number 20. And the throw-in will follow.
Good effort then by Stephen Hocking. He was out height by Simon Madden, but played in front and kept the ball out of bounds so Geelong could regroup. As that is, Hazard chases the ball towards the boundary line and to be thrown in 10 metres closer to the Essendon goal. 101 playing 84. The big men underneath it. Flanagan, who's done well since coming on, battles on well. Anderson underneath the pack as well. Sullivan on top, and the umpire again has got to come in and ball this ball up.
We've seen a few of those today, Don, haven't we?
Well, we've had a lot of players around the packs today, Peter, and players have been going hard for the ball, and the tackling has been particularly good, so players just haven't been able to get away with the ball. Salmon, Flanagan, but jostle Denneman. Ball in dispute. A quick one by Anderson. That's a high ball. Watson using his strength against Boz. Good play, Boz. Buick, and over the line was Boz. Darcy was the man doing the work with Timmy Watson earlier. And again, Flanagan to do the ruck work with Danaher. Danaher, front position. Well done. Ball to ground. He's put himself in as well. Paul O'Brien, a quick one across to Foles. And he goes goalward. Last week he kicked a goal drifting down. And this week it's a point.
Yes, and it was against the breeze too at Moorabbin. The goal that really sewed it up for Essendon. Still 16 points in it. Plenty of time for Essendon to get up if they're good enough. We're only halfway through the final quarter virtually. Into the arms of Scott. To Bairstow. Oh, Mr. Sitter. Now Folds lays it off to Keane from 60 metres out. Looking for Flood. Watson at the back. Izard, Watson. Izard gets into the open spaces, or tries to. Well claimed by Denham. Might get a second chance. A little bit slow to get rid of it, and then gives it straight to Bairstow, and Geelong get out of danger. But only momentarily, Mark Harvey. Indicating perhaps that he'll go long, which he does. Flood on his own. Thumped away at the last minute by Yates. Bruns is there. The backspin doesn't really help him. Paddles it towards Denham, who got one too high, and will get the free kick.
Fitting reward to young Denham. Laid some magnificent tackles earlier, just 5 seconds earlier, and he was responsible for Geelong getting that ball away from the back line. It's good to see a rover using his pace for the sake of the side and tackling and also shepherding.
Denham looking pretty tired too. Stoneham went for the knock on, not successful. Back it comes to Anderson, had his kick smothered, but Bairstow thought about the hand pass. The dummy was not on. Goes long. Ablett, good use of the body. Ducks back. Can he make it another one? Shoots from 15 out and has missed it. Could have almost been the sealer, Don.
Gary Ablett starting to blot his copybook. He's kicked 3 points now. The last 2 kicks for goal have been points.
Dear, oh dear.
Kicked 4 straight earlier. 102, playing 85, and again, that has been the pattern of play all day. Hawker going down the centre. That's good play from Essendon, and using his body well then is Darcy. Darcy has pulled back for a time today, goes short. Russell quickly pulls it down from the air to his chest. Playing on and finding Bruns. 45 metres for goal, Neville Bruns.
At the post,
hit the post.
Might prove costly in the long term. Bruns looks disgusted. 15-13, 103 to 12-13, 85. It's a difference of 3 goals that Essendon have to get, plus 1 point to hit the front. Merriweather to O'Donnell. Right back pocket. Over the head of Turner. Russell attempting a one-hander and finally gets clear. Turner is can't quite control it with Hamilton in hot pursuit. Boundary throw it inside the 50-metre mark before this capacity crowd at Kardinia Park. And this afternoon they really have got their money's worth. Stoneham with Salmon. Hit Keat on the chest, couldn't control it. He's got a second chance. And make amends he does. O'Brien has to go, or try to go for the knock-on, but Denham. Beautiful position. Hawker in front of Cameron. Now Hawker plays on. He's gone for a longish hand pass over to Merriweather. Just on the 50-metre defence line. He's had to chip that like a 9-iron shot, knocked away by Bairstow. Harvey's there, runs into goals. Great tackle.
Magnificent tackle there by Bairstow. And he's hurt Mark Harvey too. Grabbed him by the jumper and put him down the point of his shoulder. Denham, the couch, in the shades of the stand.
And Harvey's still down.
Paul Couch looking for options, can't find. Now there's movement. Pack underneath it. Down to ground. Scott running onto the ball. Goes goalward. Point. Another point to the Geelong side. Kicked by the Rover. Robert Scott and Mark Harvey on screen. Not too good. Looks like it could be his hit.
A rather severe corky, Don. Either way, fairly painful. And again, this ploy. Man dropping in short. This time it's Hawker. He'll have to hurry. Great tackle down there by Barry Stoneham. O'Donnell. He'll be caught. Geelong tackling excellent. In fact, it has been all day. Hamilton does the good work that they need. Up to half forward. Flood loses that one out for Schultz. To Denham. The little Rover gets clear of Buick. He's gone for the pass. Turner in front.
Well done, Gary Ablett. He couldn't see behind screen, but Ablett shepherded and held Merriweather down, so Michael Turner took an easy mark, which turned out to be an easy mark.
Speaking of marks, Stoneham makes good position, and he will kick from about 45 metres out. And the umpire indicating to Bill Duckworth where the mark is, and a goal here would make things very difficult for Essendon. And Stoneham, as you can see by those statistics, a very serviceable game here at Kardinia Park. Splits the middle, a goal. Saturday night replay, Geelong go further ahead. Scoreboard, the Cats 16-14, 110 Essendon, 12-13, 85.
Well, Barry Stoneham on screen has kicked some really good goals today. His first goal today, when he ran with the ball over the pack, he read it like a rover, went onto his left foot and showed tremendous acceleration and also skill. Just kicked his third goal, and what a real worker he is at centre-half forward. He'll chase, he'll tackle, he'll do all the hard things, and he's reaping the benefit on the scoreboard by kicking 3 goals.
Back into the centre, 3 goals to Stoneham. And that one came at a vital time for Geelong as again they win the ball out of the centre. It's driven up towards their half-forward, well, full-forward line, almost a mark. Merriweather, O'Donnell on the run, out of defence, back to centre wing, 2-on-1 in favour of the Cats, and the safe mark has been brought in by Couch. .22.5 minutes have elapsed. So 2.5 minutes plus time on to go. Now, umpire has indicated an Essendon free kick. It will go to Bill Duckworth. Duckworth at the left half-back flank. In the shadows of the grandstand here at Kardinia Park. Brilliant sunshine all day. Looking for Madden. Not behind the play. In fact, Flanagan almost dragged it down. Speaking of getting dragged down, Danaher was. It's Essendon's ball through Flood. Gets it high, tried to find Watson. Darcy gets the favourable bounce and beats him to it. Chips it in short. Back towards Flanagan, who, as Don said earlier, has done well since he came on to replace Burke. Little Denham. Down to half forward. Duckworth and Russell. Oh, Russell was held. Ducks this way, that way. Finally affects the hand pass over to Turner. Well shepherded by Stoneham to keep Hamilton at bay. There he is, the man of the moment. Gary Ablett. No 50 metres. I think you said Donny kicked 3 successive behinds. Eddie, is that right?
Well, he kicked 4 straight, and his last 2 kicks for goal have been points. But Dwayne Russell, the man responsible for holding the ball up in the Geelong forward line, got it across to Ablett. Great strength by Dwayne Russell.
Ablett, 40 metres out. Judging by the crowd reaction, it's a goal. 6 goals to Gary Ablett. You can put down your glasses now.
The Cats looking the goods, and one wonders just what they'll do when Ablett, Brownless, Lidner and Turner are all fit. The final scoreline: Geelong 17-14, 116, Essendon 13-14.